always good to have you. I know you're well known for saying the AI party is just getting started, but it feels like the party is getting broken up here. Did someone call the cops? Is the AI trade actually cracking?
Look, I mean, there's some glass on the dance floor right now. Maybe the DJ stopped playing a little music. Look, Carolyn, I think there's a combination of things that are worrying investors. I think one, we've had a tech earnings season that's robust relative to the numbers, but obviously a lot of the sort of ebbs and flows relative to capex and monetization, that's worried investors. I think the Nvidia OpenAI soap opera has definitely added to some of the agita. And then look, part of it is I think what's happening here, we're almost having a mini DeepSeek moment going back to a year ago. A moment where investors feel like, okay, it's cracking, the trade is really starting to, you know, almost blossom into something that's become a storm. I disagree. I think this is actually much more of smoke, no fire, bark worse than a bite relative to just massive monetization and spending that we actually see playing out in front of us.
This doesn't test your bullishness at all, though. It doesn't make you worried at all to see such a negative performance so far this year.
Oh, it does. I mean, look, I had what, 2 hours sleep the last 2 nights. I mean, the point is like, I'm talking to clients that I haven't talked to probably in 10 years, just given the nervousness. I mean, to just some palpable sort of nervousness out there. But look, I've covered tech going back to late 90s. Clients need me in times like this, not when stocks are going up and to the right. But I just view it
What
like
is
this. If I talk, but I was just gonna say, like, if I'm tracking 50, 60, 70 deals, and those deals on the enterprise are accelerating, no one's stopping. We've actually seen acceleration in terms of strategically a lot of the AI projects. All of our Asia checks are showing demand and supply calling anywhere between 10 to 12 to 1 for Nvidia chips. Like the point is I get the nervousness, but that's what I focus on, the fundamental checks rather than just looking at the tape and having that.
AI is not a bubble, and AI-related order growth in 2026 will exceed that of last year, according to Simon Lin, chairman of Taiwanese electronics firm Wistron, on Friday. We believe AI can benefit many businesses, so I don't think it's a bubble. I believe it will usher in a new era. Lin, whose company supplies Nvidia, told reporters in Taipei that a new era of artificial intelligence is on its way. Wistron's order position is excellent through 2027, and growth this year will be significant compared to the previous year, he noted. Last year, the business announced that its new Nvidia production facilities in the United States would be ready in 2026, and that it was in talks with additional possible clients. The company's CEO, Jeff Lin, stated that volume production will begin in the first half of the year. Nvidia will utilize some of the facilities to assist its aim to develop $500 billion in AI servers in the United States over the next 4 years. Last April, the U.S. corporation announced plans to develop supercomputer production factories in Texas, collaborating with Foxconn in Houston and Wistron in Dallas. Nvidia stock rose on Thursday, boosted by new indications of aggressive expenditure on artificial intelligence infrastructure from Google parent Alphabet, even as the larger technology industry fell. At the time of the video, Nvidia's stock was up roughly 0.6%, outperforming key peers. In contrast, Microsoft, Amazon, Tesla, and Advanced Micro Devices all had 2% to 4% declines. The broader market also dropped, with the S&P 500 and Nasdaq Composite both losing nearly 0.7%. Investors have recently pulled out of high-growth stocks due to valuation worries and mixed earnings reports. Alphabet's spending guidance benefits AI suppliers. Nvidia's relative performance followed Alphabet's disclosure of considerably higher capital expenditure estimates, highlighting the continued demand for AI-related infrastructure. Alphabet forecasts capital investment to range between $175 billion and $185 billion this year, climbing from $91 billion to $93 billion in 2025. According to the corporation, the majority of the investment will go toward artificial intelligence data centers and the chips that enable them. Although Alphabet has built its own tensor processing units, TPUs, which compete with Nvidia's graphics processing units, the business continues to provide both alternatives to its cloud customers. We provide our cloud clients with industry-leading infrastructure for AI training and inference, including our own 7th-generation Ironwood TPU and the latest Nvidia GPUs, stated Alphabet CEO Sundar Pichai during an earnings call. Analysts said Alphabet's proposed investment underscores forecasts of continued demand for high-performance computing technology, which benefits suppliers like Nvidia. Goldman Sachs reiterates its positive view. Separately, Goldman Sachs confirmed its buy rating for Nvidia in a research report published on Thursday, with a $250 price target. The investment bank anticipates a beat-and-raise quarter from the chipmaker, citing favorable supply and demand signs in the industry. However, it acknowledged that investor expectations are already high. With Nvidia's earnings report scheduled for February 25th, Goldman believes the stock's near-term performance will be significantly dependent on insight into revenue growth in 2027, as much of the upside for 2026 appears to be priced in. The firm cited Nvidia's recent revenue growth of 65.2% over the last year as evidence of its strong momentum. Goldman also identified several potential drivers for the first half of 2026, including continued upward revisions to hyperscaler capital spending estimates that extend into 2027 and improved confidence in demand from non-traditional customers like OpenAI and Anthropic. Furthermore, the bank cited positive outcomes from huge language models trained on Nvidia's Blackwell architecture as a factor that might strengthen the company's technological superiority. Gaming chip ambitions are under pressure. While Nvidia's data center business continues to profit from increased AI investment, its gaming division is encountering challenges. According to the information, Nvidia will not produce a new gaming graphics card this year for the first time in company history. According to the article, the decision reflects a global shortage of memory chips as AI-related demand reduces supply. According to reports, the business is also reducing production of its current gaming chips in order to focus on higher-margin data center goods. The development comes after Micron Technology said in December that it intends to abandon the consumer chip market, revealing continued difficulties in areas of the semiconductor supply chain. Alphabet management touted the return on its previous AI investments, and it intends to increase investment in AI compute to support frontier model development by Google DeepMind, which means cutting-edge AI that will most likely require Nvidia hardware, as well as improvements in core businesses such as advertising. Join our investor community. Hit subscribe and like to get your daily Nvidia stock insights and tutorials delivered. Management also singled out Nvidia as a major partner, stating that it would be among the first to gain access to Nvidia's new Vera Rubin GPU platform. That also serves as a reminder that, despite all of the discussion about huge tech companies like Alphabet attacking Nvidia with TPUs, hyperscalers such as Alphabet, Amazon, Microsoft, and Meta platforms continue to rely heavily on Nvidia technology. Alphabet also gave a full-throated defense of the AI boom, stating that it had sold 8 million paid seats for Gemini Enterprise just 4 months after its launch, and that, overall, our AI investments and infrastructure are driving revenue and growth across the board to meet customer demand and cap on the growing opportunities ahead of us. What that implies for Nvidia. Meta Platforms revealed last week that it will roughly treble its capital expenditures this year, and Alphabet is now following suit. At a time when software stocks are plummeting due to fears of disruption from AI, which is dragging down chip stocks such as Nvidia, these capital expenditures demonstrate that the AI bubble is not only alive, but also accelerating, which bodes well for Nvidia's continued growth. The Wall Street expectation for Nvidia's fiscal 2027, which recently began, is for revenue to increase by 52%. Based on Alphabet and Meta's capex predictions, it would not be surprising if the AI chip leader outperformed that. Big tech to spend $650 billion. This year, the AI race intensifies. 4 of the largest U.S. technology companies have forecasted that capital expenditures will total $650 billion by 2026, a staggering amount of money set aside for new data centers and the plethora of equipment required to keep them running, such as artificial intelligence chips, networking cables, and backup generators. The spending anticipated by Alphabet, Amazon, Meta Platforms, and Microsoft all in pursuit of dominance in the still developing market for AI tools, is unprecedented this century. According to Bloomberg data, each of the corporation's planned outlays for this year would be the highest level of capital spending by a single corporation in any of the previous 10 years. The search for a comparison to the high-flying spending projections, which came as the 4 reported earnings in the last 2 weeks, necessitates going back at least as far as the 1990s telecommunications bubble, and possibly as far as the 19th century expansion of U.S. railroad networks, post-war federal investments in interstate highways, or even New Deal-era relief programs. The ever-increasing figures, an estimated 60% increase over the previous year, indicate yet another acceleration in the global tsunami of data center building. The rush to build these enormous buildings, which house racks of humming computers powered by expensive processors, has strained energy supplies, prompted concerns about inflated rates for other users, and pitted developers against communities concerned about competition for power or water. It also raises the possibility that building spending by a small number of rich corporations, which already account for a growing amount of economic activity in the United States, would mislead overall economic data. Gil Luria, an analyst at D.A. Davidson, believes the 4 businesses see the competition to supply AI compute as the next winner-take-all or winner-take-most industry, and neither of them are willing to lose. Last week, Meta predicted that full-year capex might reach $135 billion, or an 87% increase. The same day, Microsoft reported a 66% increase in second-quarter capital spending, exceeding expectations, and analysts expect it to spend almost $105 billion in capex for the fiscal year ending in June. The news resulted in the second-largest single-day drop in market value for any stock. Alphabet, which was formed in a garage south of San Francisco in 1998, spooked investors on Wednesday by revealing a capital spending forecast that exceeded not only analyst estimates, but also those of a large section of U.S. business. It wants to spend up to $185 billion. Amazon surpassed that on Thursday, announcing $200 billion in capital expenditures for 2026, sending its shares plummeting in extended session. According to Bloomberg estimates, the largest U.S. automakers, construction equipment manufacturers, railroads, defense contractors, wireless carriers, parcel delivery outfits, ExxonMobil, Intel, Walmart, and General Electric's spun-off progeny, 21 companies, will spend a combined $180 billion in 2026. Each tech behemoth has taken a slightly different approach to recouping their investments, but their spending is based on the same premise, that OpenAI's ChatGPT and other tools capable of generating text and displaying elements of human reasoning will play an increasingly important role for people at work and at home. Building the cutting-edge software models that enable this change is an extremely expensive operation that entails connecting thousands of processors that sell for tens of thousands of dollars each. Hence the large bills. The spending is also based on the expectation that the finished items will generate exponentially more future revenue. The investments are reshaping organizations that only a few years ago had a modest physical footprint, despite the fact that their digital services reached billions of people. For all of their existence, Meta and Google parent Alphabet valued their enormous corporate campuses and office space as important real-world assets. The majority of their spending went into salaries and stock awards for the engineers and salespeople who worked there. No more. Meta spent more on capital projects than R&D last year, primarily on engineer pay, for the first time in 6 years. The parent company of Facebook and Instagram possessed $176 billion in property and equipment at the end of last year, about 5 times what it had at the end of 2019. As the numbers rise, it is uncertain if the corporations will all be able to deliver on their lofty goals. Since the data center build-out has accelerated, they are already fighting for limited crews of electricians, cement trucks, and Nvidia chips coming from Taiwan's semiconductor manufacturing facilities. According to Luria, bottlenecks exist and will continue to occur. There's also the issue of how they'll fund it. Meta and Google, whose profits are primarily derived from digital advertising, Amazon, the largest online retailer and cloud computing provider, and Microsoft, the largest vendor of commercial software, are all dominating in their fields and have huge cash reserves. Their desire to spend large sums of money in an AI-powered future will put those reserves, as well as investors' patience, to the test. You've had these cash-generating machines, said Tomasz Tunguz, an investor at Theory Ventures who previously worked for Google. They now need that cash and more of it, so they borrow. Tunguz, who wrote a blog last year comparing the AI boom to previous investment frenzies, believes they don't always end well. However, on the way up, he stated that they are all significant economic accelerators. What is certain is that investors who had rushed to buy the tech titan stocks over the previous year have shown greater caution in the face of skyrocketing capital spending across the board, in some cases selling even when their main businesses, from online advertising and web search to e-commerce and productivity software, have held steady and revenue has exceeded expectations. What's scaring people? Definitely the analyst narrative and language about the rate at which AI will disrupt enterprises, said Steve Lucas, CEO of Boomi, a company that helps firms integrate their data and software. I would not argue about the promise of AI, he remarked. I would definitely argue the time range and the economics. Don't forget to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your input helps create a more knowledgeable community where we can all learn and grow together in the world of investing. Stay up to date with the latest market trends, insights, and key updates by subscribing to Investing Tutorial. We're here to help you make smarter investment decisions and stay ahead of the curve.